What's up? This is HDNEWS here. So this is the house I'm gonna be living in about October or so. So we got the floor. It's gotta be sanded. It's gotta have several coats of different layers. This is the wood floor. We got carpet coming. We gotta pick it up, I think, and have some put all this in. Since parents are at the age they don't want to do all this. They don't know how to do floor. They don't want to do it. But yeah. So I'm basically here, and lately my teeth have been bugging me like crazy. Usually I get pains every now and then in the teeth, but it's like, I tell you what, it's probably those cavities I can't have work done yet because if you didn't know, with my condition, my history of my mom's family, familially that they have a form of hemophilia A that's mild, which is a bleeding disease. So these can't be worked on until there's a medicine that can treat the bleeding. And unfortunately, I can't take the cheapest version. So I'm trying to wait for medicine. For this side, when I had the wisdom teeth removed, they still hurt a little bit touching it, but I mean, what did you expect? I mean, they went into the bone directly and got in there pretty good as it was impacted. So that's about $16,000 or so of medical, and not including the $20,000 or $30,000 of factor that was required to treat the bleeding. I say, because this is something you can't help. It costs a lot, as you know. And this house was bought for like $14,000 or something. All new windows. Those are new this year, in January, I think. So we got the fan here. This AC is not good, trust me. It's hot in here all the time. So I don't know where I'm gonna put all the gaming equipment. I'm gonna probably put a TV. One of the TVs is gonna be mounted, one of those 4K. This is the old one I got a couple years ago with 25% off. I think it was the second time. But I got a good deal on that one. But it's only a full HD, I think, or 720p. You name it. So I got the PlayStation 3. You can tell they got some PlayStation things, and sister uses it. We don't have internet right here, right now. We have those outlets. We got those outlets that are really old. I mean, they're like 2-prong, not 3-prong. So, had to mow. It took a while. This is, not the best shape. It was on sale. It was a yard sale. It was cheaper in the summer. So all this is Walmart.com. This is Walmart. That's Walmart.com. All this is basically Walmart.com. I believe it or not, and I got some good plans. That's the initials you can see. So yeah, it's the old house. It's a 1912 house, and it came with the wiring. We had to change a lot of the wiring over the months. This was actually done in March. We worked it up. Later in March, we had a couple of bad storms. We had to leave early. But we didn't really have a tornado. I mean, it was around us, but not, far enough where it didn't send any alerts to our phone. It was in the state, by the way, so a couple of them. So this has to be sanded down. There were staples like, you can't believe, so much, very high amount. Had carpet, shag carpet all over. You know that it is like in the 60s when they had that thick, kind of like different colors of carpet, like green, orange, those kind of colors, different mixes, purple, kind of like a pinkish, those kind of colors, They're old school. We had to rip it up because they even have brown carpet too, I think, over this part. But I got paint over it, we had to get rid of it, and the wood here is going to be nicer than it originally was. So, yeah, it was required to rip it up probably because, if you look at all this, that's a lot of work to be done that needed anyway. So, this is family deaths of I think my grandmother's or someone's. So, I'm here until like 10:30. I go to work at 10:30 today. leave at 6. Don't have a full ship, unfortunately. And I checked before I, went to the bathroom. And I'm the only car person. Yeah, pretty much I am. Once I get there, and then I'm out tomorrow. So yeah, it's just how Walmart's been with us lately. They've been cutting back because when profits are low, they had to cut back. When your store is not making enough money off sales, then it becomes the issue where they had to cut staff hours and the hiring more. And one of my workers' friends, her son got hired as well for, I think, one of the back people for the trucking, get all the goods unloaded from the trucks. So basically, that's how it's been. I've been trying to upload every video. The phone is starting to heat up real good. It's not doing as good as it used to. It's probably new software. It's older or something. I don't know. Probably Descon or something like that. But I'm done with the phone. I'm gonna probably save money. Try to, because I'll be paying like $250 or $300 a month for this place, plus the gas, the water, the electric, internet, TV, phone, it's things like that. Garbage. Taxes will be $600-$700 for this house. Since we bought it in December, it paid the taxes for the land, for the entire house and land. So it's gonna be expensive. Illinois tax is high. And for a house, we're gonna downsize because my dad's gonna retire by a couple days from now. So we're gonna work on the house out there, sell it, move into the city, a smaller apartment. So they're gonna move into a smaller house because that being this place, they don't need extra room. They can cut back. And they're gonna have to cut back a lot, because there's gonna be a lot of money for taxes. I mean, they pay about $2,000 a year on just house tax to the state along the way. And the fair wasn't good this year. I didn't go. It hurt it. 30 vendors left. They were going to charge outrageous amount. The state was, they were even going to take part of their profits to go directly to the state. And a lot of them refused to go. There wasn't much to her to do. And they've been trying to do this for years, making it worse every year. And now you have to pay, and people pretty much probably didn't come to the fair, and I didn't go. And I'd be probably glad if I didn't. Even if I didn't go, I'm so glad I did not go because they were there the first night. And 30% of the vendors left that first night on Thursday or Friday, basically, in August, because they weren't going to pay the high price and the high rent in order to operate on the fairgrounds, because the state was going to tax them, to death. And that's what Illinois is like. I mean, this is what my state has turned into. And, when I was young, the state was a lot better. When I was like a 10-year-old, 7-year-old, I think fair was cheap compared to now. I mean, it was crazy better back then. But, the state has got corruption, and it's worked for a decade or more. Surely more than a decade. But, it's just how our state's been running lately. And, I wish we'd go back to the 90s and say, wipe all this debt off, through the United States and have less debt. But, this is what happens when you have, the governor, and no one liked it, basically, what I heard. And I kept hearing reviews while at work, and it just wasn't worth spending the money. And my dad said, don't go. It's just not worth it. There wasn't much to do. It's pretty much a ghost town, by the way. I believe him because, no one has the money because of what the state did. So, yeah, it's number one state for corruption, you betcha, for the United States. You better believe it. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and comment below and like and share this video. Thank you. HDNEWS signing out.